Hey there everyone, how's it going? Today's going to be a slightly quick video, or well, I'll upload another video alongside this probably. This is just kind of me reacting to the new season pass, well, Uprising Part 3 or whatever it is. And yeah, this is the final Uprising season pass now, and then after this, presumably we'll be going back into the jungle, because APEP at the end of the adventure said something about us going into the jungle. If you remember that, I made a video on it. So yeah, maybe we'll be going back to the J-Spark jungle, or maybe we'll be going to a different jungle entirely. Who knows? So anyway, yeah, this is the patch notes. I'll just read through them. I'll just go through them and react. See how everything is. So yeah, they added 2 new cards into the game through the latest expansion: Lash of a Moon and Shroom Puff. And one of them is interesting, and the other one is really bad. Well, we'll get into that later, or quite soon. As you know, this means we will soon release info on our next expansion coming out in March, which I already talked about, and we can honestly say that we are super excited to share what the team has come up with for the next expansion. It's really out there. So, I mean, by that phrase there, maybe it isn't a jungle, maybe they're going out into like a new dimension or something. Maybe orcs have invaded the land of whatever land we live in Minion Masters. I have no idea. I think it's called like the Forced Universe or something. That was their previous game, something like that. So yeah, here's the Lash of a Moon. This is one of the new cards. It's really bad. It's a bit of a shame. Not bad like design wise or anything. I'm not bothered about the design or anything like that. But it's just a really awful card gameplay wise, because it's so hard to predict where he's going to hit. Because if you don't know, it's just basically just spawns a Herald of Moon, but he attacks twice. And yeah, it's hard to predict where he's going to hit, and he doesn't do that much damage anyway. For 5 mana, you could literally play a Firewall for 4 mana, and it's just so much better. Scratillery for 5 mana as well is so much better. And damage dealt to the opponent master is reduced to 10%. That's I think that should have been taken off, honestly, because even then, if you took it off completely, the card would still just be average, you know. But yeah, oh well. Next is Shroom Puff as well. That's a lot more interesting than Lash of a Moon. That's a pretty cool card, honestly. And Zenshi Flow it summons an additional Growth Burst Shroom, which is pretty awesome with the J-Spark Watchers, because then hopefully both your monkeys can get your front monkeys can get Growth Shroom. I don't know if it turns into a Growth Shroom the moment it reaches the bridge, as in like it'll turn into a Growth Shroom on top of the bridge, or if it'll just randomly grow a Growth Shroom as it normally does with other Growth Shroom cards. I'm not sure. I mean, from the wording it suggests that it would just spout up onto the bridge, but I'm not sure. Also, there's another Morelia skin to add to the pile of Morelia skins. There's like millions of them, and yeah, it's probably quite a nice skin. They're usually quite nice. And this season pass will end on the 24th, the 4th of March, which is in 27 days time, or something like that. So yeah, now we'll go into the card balances. I'll just quickly go through them, I guess. So Arcane Bolt, this is a card that was never really used that much. So Mana Freeze is gone from 3 to 2, and the threshold is 500 to 450. Honestly, I honestly don't really know the Arcane Bolt that much. I can't tell you if they're good changes or not. So yeah, I'll just move on, honestly. I don't really want to embarrass myself talking about stuff I don't know about. Boom Buggy, the cooldown's gone from 5 to 4.5, and the delay is 2 to 1.5. What's the difference between cooldown and delay? I have no idea, to be honest. Maybe the cooldown, I don't know. Delay is surely the time in between firing. Because like it sounds about right. 2 seconds used to be about the time he'd take to reload all his rockets. I don't know what this cooldown is about. It definitely wasn't 5 seconds. Oh well. Yeah, that's a good change though, because Boom Buggy was a underutilized card. No one ever really used him that much. But hopefully that'll bring some more love to Boom Buggy, because he's always fun to play. It's always fun to see the rockets flying up into the air. Feels like you're playing Modern Warfare again with the airstrikes and stuff. It's cool. Brit Shrine has been increased health. He's got 350 health. Now he's gone to 400. I guess that's okay. I always thought Brit Shrine was kind of fine where he was, honestly. But I guess a small buff can't hurt. It's not like he's gonna It's not like he's gonna start getting used loads now. So I'm not too bothered about that. That's fine. Crossbow dudes, they've been nerfed slightly. Attack cooldown 1.8 down to 2 seconds, which that's quite a long attack cooldown, honestly. It feels like I guess it just sounds like a major change because it's like a full number now, 2. But that's probably not much in the grand scheme of things. It's probably not a massive change. Oh, here's an interesting one, Dragon Ball. So yeah, if it's not activated, it summons a Flatless Dragon now, which is really awesome. Hopefully Dragon Ball will get used way more now. That's a really positive change. I actually really like that. Because Dragon Ball was never used that much, really. I don't think I ever saw it, really. So yeah, hopefully that'll give Dragon Ball some more love, because I think he deserves it. He's a pretty interesting card. So yeah. Empowered Soul Stealer, that was a card that was badly in need of a change. He was awful. So yeah, on spawn, gain 2 stacks, and +1 for each sacrifice, and they've removed Cool Slither Bound, which not many people will bother about anyway. Excuse me. So yeah, he's basically back to the old Empowered Soul Stealer, where he used to summon with 2 souls. So yeah, that's really good. And then you get the added soul on each sacrifice anyway, so he's pretty much a combination of the 2 variants of Empowered Soul Stealer that we've seen, basically. They just basically combine the 2 together, which I'm happy about. But at the same time, I'm not so happy because Soul Stealer is kind of you see him a lot, so it's kind of a shame. We're going to be seeing a lot more Soul Stealer probably now. Which Soul Stealer's like kind of fun, but when you see him for like the millionth time, it's a bit of a shame, honestly. But oh well. Next is Grasping Thorns, and that has had its cost reduced to 2, but its damage has been reduced by 30. I can't really tell you if that's a positive change or not, honestly. I believe Grasping Thorns used to actually cost 2, back in the old days when this game was old. But yeah, maybe they go back to the old Grasping Thorns, I guess. 170 damage doesn't really sound like that much as well. I'm trying to think, I don't think that'll kill a lot of things, but I guess Grasping Thorns never really killed that much anyway. It was more of a slowing down kind of card. Give you some more thinking space. So, I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, fair enough. Now, Lord Fanriel the Storm Charger. He's being changed. Damage down to 100 and charge damage down to 100. Which I think is a bit of a mistake, honestly. Like, I feel like charge should definitely do more damage than normal damage. Just, you know, you got your momentum behind the sword swing, it makes sense. Or the lance poke, in Lord Fanriel's case. It just makes sense that charge damage would be more than just your normal stabby attack, but never mind. This introduces a new damage type, true damage, which is essentially just armor piercing. Certain things like Pincer of Dread already has this, though this is the first minion to get this. So Fanriel's design was always to force you to defend with a big minion. This removes shielded crossbow dudes and armored scrats as value to answer his charge. Okay, so he can just... I don't know if that means he can attack through Divine Warrior Shield, probably not. But he can certainly attack through barrel scrats and shields given by Bannerman, shielded crossbow dudes, Avia, etc. So... I guess that's cool, fair enough. I just don't like the charge damage and the damage being the same, because it doesn't really make sense. As a Total War player, that makes no sense. Next is Netherbats, and Netherbat just nether steps when he's spawned. These are attempts at making more 2-mana cards feel valuable to play. I feel like that won't really help that much. I know I didn't actually read that sentence when I first skimmed through this, but yeah, that's not going to help much at all. How is that supposed to help anything, really? I don't get that, honestly, I really don't. Anyway, this is a Sewer Scrat. Now, his basic attack inflicts 2 seconds of poison and but his poison on hit duration has gone down from 3 to 2. Sorry. So yeah, again, just trying to make 2 mana cards feel valuable to play. I think that's a pretty cool change, honestly. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And if you can get Sewer Scrat in a sort of like a crowd, inside a crowd, and then you can get a load of attacks in, then he's going to get quite a lot of poison off that. So that's pretty cool. I hope they add more poison cards to the game, honestly. The more poison, the better, because then I can make a poison gimmick deck, and that'll be cool. As long as I get Akenlep. I might not get Akenlep for a while, honestly. Next up is Shen, who's been nerfed slightly, I think. Sort of. I think he's just been changed, actually, I suppose. So yeah, his attack stun duration has gone from 2.5 to 2. Which shouldn't affect things too much, I don't think. I guess, like, a few more things will be able to attack through his attacks now. I guess that's what that's trying to do. I doubt like a Cleaver will be able to... No wait, yeah, Cleaver will be able to attack through that. I don't know, I'm trying to think of stuff that couldn't attack Shen. I guess a Colossus. Would a Colossus be able to attack him through his stuns now? Possibly. I'm not sure about that one. Zenshi Flow stun duration has gone down from 3 to 2 as well, which is definitely good. Because he always used to bug out when you got the Zenshi Flow. He'd do his attack animation after you did the Zenshi Flow stun, and then he'd do it again but not do any damage, and it was really annoying to see. So yeah, I didn't like that. So that's a really positive change. And also, his the stun duration, the stun radius has actually gone up, which is pretty cool, I guess. I don't know how big 6 is. I can't really give you a reference for that, but I'm sure it's quite big. So this is to unify the stuns a bit more so that they work the same. Also, in the case of Zap Shrine, we wanted less of its value to be in that first Zenshi Flow stun. Yeah, that's true. That was a big... If you remember, that's a big, like, basically just stun grenade on the map. That was pretty good. But instead, make the building provide slightly more reliable value afterward. Okay, They didn't actually change Zenshi Shrine, though, did they? Zap Shrine, so... I don't know why they're talking about it, but never mind. Did they talk about it? Did I skip one? Why would they even mention Zap Shrine? Is it just to make Shen worse, to make Zap Shrine more appealing? Because it just makes Zap Shrine better if you want to see people play it more. I don't know. Whatever. Shield Captain Avia, her shield range has gone up to 8. And even if the target shield, it now counts towards the quest. Which is a positive change. Although that is a very, very situational thing. But still, Avia's quest is pretty hard to pull off. So I'm happy with that change. I think that's a good change, honestly. Ting Tang Tung now have gone down to 270 health. So now each monkey has effectively 90 health, I suppose. Which is a positive change. Ting Tang Tung was used a lot, so it's nice to just have some more card variation. I mean, this is why people like Half-Life 2 so much. It's because you don't have much ammo. So you don't have much ammo for each weapon, so you're always switching weapons constantly, and the gameplay always feels fresh and innovative. So same with card games. You see different cards. It's more replayable and more fun. So yeah, these are positive changes. Nerfing the most popular cards is a good thing, in my opinion. Void Altar is up next. Oh, by the way, that analogy only works with Half-Life 2, because Half-Life 1 you get loads of ammo for every gun. So yeah, Half-Life 2, there you go. Void Altar has been buffed, absolutely. Cost has been down from 9 to 8, which is really, really good, because you never saw Void Altar. And I was actually thinking the other day, like, blimey, Void Altar needs a buff, doesn't it? So yeah, they read my mind. I would actually probably try and make a deck around Void Altar at some point. Because it actually looks pretty easy to pull off. All you gotta do is pick up the purple orb that it leaves, and you can pick up 3 of them, and then you get 15 mana's worth of minions if you get all 3. So that's really, really good. So yeah, 8 mana just makes it less of a risk to play, I guess. So hopefully we'll see it even more. Hopefully, if it's not played again, maybe they'll buff it a tiny bit more, and we'll see it again at some point. Because the Void Altar is pretty cool, so yeah. Oh, here's a Zap Shrine. Okay, so they did actually buff the Zap Shrine. So Zenshi Flow stun duration from 3 to 2, which is slightly less than it was, but health has been buffed to 100, so I can't tell you if that's amazing. It's probably alright. 100 health, I can't really give a frame reference to that either. I can't remember numbers. I'm bad at numbers. Healing balance, flying minions of healing reduced by half. That shouldn't be too much of a problem, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, Valorian's perk. Last patch we tried this with Valorian's perk 1 only, and we felt it worked nicely. So, okay, so all, okay. Yeah, because Valorian's perk 1 sometimes, you know, it used to heal just before a minion died, and it was really annoying. So yeah, fair enough. Master balance, also, Volker's been buffed, so Embers of Flame changed to all minions gain rage, so just like perk 3 that he used to have. And now his perk 3 is Embers changed to melee minions gain Berserker's Rage instead. Which may not always be a good thing, I'm not sure. I guess it's Berserker's Rage is like so powerful, I guess it doesn't really matter that they lose a little bit of health every time they attack. So yeah, Volker's been buffed, hopefully that makes him more appealing, because you never see Volker much either. Maybe another Volker rework wouldn't go amiss. I don't know. It's just a shame that they reworked him and it just didn't work out. I don't know. I like Volker's design as well. I think he's cool. Maybe just buff his area of effect attack a little bit, because it's pretty slow and pretty awful, honestly. Anyway, this change gives him more diversity for his deck building, absolutely, while still retaining incentive to go for aggression. In longer games, melee will still prevail for him, but now ranged minions should feel like less of a compromise to bring along to balance out the deck. So fair enough. Yeah, I got really nothing to say about that. That's pretty much perfect. So yeah. Anyway, I'll just skip the bugs. They're not really worth talking about. It's just, you know, not really that interesting. I guess I'll let you pause the video here if you want to read through them. But yeah. With that being said, I do hope that the next season is really good. I did enjoy the Uprising season a lot, and the adventure was a lot of fun. It was tough as nails though, but it was really fun. And yeah, I mean, the phrase "it's really out there" for the next expansion has got me really intrigued, honestly. I am probably expecting that they're probably going to go to like, they're going to go inside the Void Altar or something and invade the Voidborn world or something like that. I don't know, it'd probably be really cool. I like Beta Dwarf, I think they do good stuff. I'm excited for the next game as well, which they haven't revealed yet, but I'm sure it'll be good. Even though I don't tend to like MOBAs that much, honestly. I kind of loathe them, if I'm honest. I think Dota 2 and League of Legends are awful games, but I'm in the minority there, of course. But anyway, that being said, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it kind of helps you to understand the new patch notes if you were confused by something. I mean, I'm not going to claim I'm an expert at this game or anything, but I'm better than the average person probably. So yeah, I mean, I'd have to be after like 350 hours or whatever, but yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and bye for now. I hope you have a good day.